John, obviously disappointing result, but was that the reaction you wanted after Tuesday night, first of all?
I mean, it definitely was in terms of the way that we started the game, and it was a very, very even game, I think, for the first 45 minutes, and we just edged it, and I think deserved to come away with the lead at half time. So definitely from that point of view, we did a lot of things really, really well. The most disappointing thing I think is that we didn't quite follow up with that in the early parts of the second half, and the effort was in there, the effort was there, the endeavour was there. We sort of huffed and puffed towards the end to try and get a goal, and it did create a really good chance, but ultimately it wasn't quite good enough.
You say you did a lot of things really, really well, such as what?
I just thought we looked a lot more solid than we did the other night, clearly. I thought we restricted Sheffield Wednesday to very few chances. To be honest, we didn't have a huge amount either, but it was quite a tight game between two teams that were going after each other as well. Pressed really well. I thought we defended pretty well for the most part, and came away with a deserved lead at half time. So yeah, did a lot of things really well. We did a lot of things really well in the second half as well, but a few moments we just weren't good enough.
There was a lot of energy about you tonight as well, and that was epitomised by Terry Devlin there.
Yeah, it was great. Terry's performance was excellent, particularly considering it's his first championship start and playing out of position as well. So really, really happy with Terry's contribution, and he's going to kick on and go from strength to strength.
He hadn't made the squad until recently. Injuries have given him that chance, and how have you made him since he's come back into the side there?
I mean, he got back into the squad not because of injuries, to be honest, because we had fit players to come in and be in the squad ahead of him on Saturday and on Tuesday. I thought he came back into the side because he deserved to come back into the side on what he's done in training, and that's what, as we go about our business, we look at what players do every day in training, and we pick teams off the back of it, we pick squads off the back of that. And I know not everybody can see that, but Terry always does that. He always gives us everything we need, and he's come in and he's done really well. It's just the performance I expected from him.
I think most people here tonight would have named him man of the match. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Obviously, having been in the league 1-0 and conceded 1-1, and you were having a good spell, and suddenly they got the winner there in your purple patch in the second half. Yeah,
the most disappointing thing about the second goal is where it came from. It came from us pressing Sheffield Wednesday high up the pitch. We had them pinned in the corner, and we just switched off for half a moment. We let one of their players emerge the other side of us, and they break out. And there's a difference between us having a corner, a throw, a promising attack in this half, and obviously what culminated in the ball being in the back of the net. So yeah, really unhappy, I think, with that, and those are the bits we need to do a lot better.
Do you not see as that you couldn't have done anything about that finish, because it was some finish?
There's nothing you can do about the finish. No, the finish is a brilliant finish, and we try and recover behind the ball. It's what happened further up the pitch is the problem.
You started the second half quite sluggish as well.
Yeah, I mean, my biggest takeaway to the lads in there was just look what happened at the start of the second half. We bobble the ball back to Jordan Archer, who can't manage to clear it properly. It's not his fault, it's just a really poor quality ball back to him, and we're on the back foot after that. And those small moments in games where we don't start well enough. We did it on Tuesday night in the first half, but we just didn't start well enough. We didn't test Cardiff in behind, and all of a sudden Sheffield Wednesday built up a bit of pressure towards their home fans, and we end up conceding. So that was a really disappointing part of the game.
What can you take from tonight?
A load of positives. I think we're sitting here. I'm talking to you here with very, very different emotions to what I felt on Tuesday night, where I was looking at a side that was unrecognisable in terms of what we want to see and what fans want to see, what we want to see as staff. Much closer to what Portsmouth should be like, and certainly what I've had in my time here. So really pleased with the effort, pleased with the endeavour. Just not quite good enough to get back into the game, and small bits we need to be a lot better at. But I don't look at the game tonight. I think we couldn't have won it. We definitely could have won it, but ultimately we weren't good enough to do that.
Obviously, you made the decision to drop Marlon Pack first time since he'd come back to Pompey. What was the motivation for that?
I thought everything needed freshening up from Tuesday night, and Marlon we took it really well, as I'd expect him to. A brilliant leader that we've had around the group, and it was one of those where, having played those sort of 3 games in a week as well, I thought we needed to freshen things up. We haven't won a huge amount of games either, so I don't think anyone's had any complaints about coming out the side, and that was the rationale behind that.
Was that a big decision for you, dropping your captain?
A massive decision, yeah. I think it always is when you have someone who's played so well. And played the amount of games that he's played, lifted the League One trophy last season. Yeah, a big decision.
Oh, obviously the amount of games, his age. Was it also down to his form as well? Did that come into it?
I think everything. We always take the decision in the round. And I said to Marlon, look, the 3 games of the week has definitely come into it, but I don't want to hide behind that, because we haven't won enough games either. So we took everything into consideration.